Hello truckers and welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. It is a wet Monday morning, but we are on our way to pick up a trailer and we're going to be delivering cars today. That's right, cars. I know I'm in Kansas. I kind of forgot where I'm in Kansas, but I know I'm in Kansas and we're going to be going to Arkansas today. I think it's going to be like a 9-hour trip, so a somewhat decent trip. But before we do, of course, we're going to pick up the load, but I have enough money that we made overnight, or the company made overnight, and we're going to be buying ourselves another truck for the Seattle garage, and that will be the fourth one in that fleet. Well, this is like a place where a car delivery trailer should be at. Got to remember, it's raining out, so it might be a little difficult to drive around. Been a while since I delivered cars, and actually been to this kind of a pickup area. Where is it? Is it out back? I do not remember. It's been a while since I picked up cars. Where, oh where am I going to pick up the cars? Now we'll get hitched up and then we'll buy ourselves, like I said, another... Oh, there's the cars right there. Is that the back end or the front end? Oh no, that's the end I need right there. Might not be able to turn this quick. Not even close. If I was picking up the other trailer, probably. But that's not the trailer we're picking up. Yeah, we're almost up to 180,000, so it should be able to buy me another truck. We buy our drivers decent trucks so they can take decent loads, and of course earn us some more money that way. Perfect. Make sure we're neutral. Yeah, 462 miles, 8 hours, 15 minutes. We should be there at 2:30 in the afternoon. I will need some fuel at some point, I think, so we'll stop and get some fuel. But let's go ahead and let's just make sure. Company, garage, manager, should be Seattle, 3 out of 5, right? Seattle, 3 out of 5. Is that the second garage I bought? I don't think so. Garage number 2. So, like, what, is it done by Money Made? No, it's not. It's not. I don't know how this order is. Doesn't matter. Seattle needs a truck. So, what we do is, the garage is in Seattle, so we buy from the Seattle dealer, and not surprisingly, it's Kenworth. Let's go ahead and buy online. And what are we looking to buy here? Do I want to get... We'll start off with this one right here. It's 140,000-ish. Custom configuration. So yeah, already, I think that is fine there. That gives them a 220-gallon fuel tank, which by me is fine. Engine-wise, they got a 370 horse. For a few $1,000s, we can bump it on up. Let's see here. I mean, for only like a few $1,000s more, I can get a 605 horse. With a lot better... pole, it looks like. Oh, maybe that one's actually pretty good. 13, 18, 30 Newton. Is it Newton meters or Newton? I forgot what NM stood for. Newton something. Someone will tell me. Yeah, this looks like a much better engine. So we're up to 142,000. And as for a gearbox, 13-speed retarder. What does that do? That looks like it does pretty darn good on a lot of stuff. Normal cargo, not as much. It's kind of lowered it quite a bit. But hopefully our drivers will be just fine with it. As for paint or whatever, I don't think it really matters. We can go red. Maybe we'll get a red one. Do you have a green? Seattle sports teams are known for their green colors, but there is no green. I could go snow white. Seattle, I don't think it's really known for their snow. Just pick a color. We'll pick red. Confirm changes. And, yep, that's the one we want right there. We'll go ahead and purchase it. Yes, come on up here to Seattle, please. Pop in there. Great. Now we just need someone to pilot said truck. So, recruitment agency. Hire a driver. And, oh, right there is what we're looking for. Emily S. She's got 2 points already into long distance driving, which is good. And she's also good at high value cargo as well. When I say good, She gets a little bit of a bonus on that. Emily S., you are hired. I hope you don't mind. I mean, you're going to be based out of Seattle. I was going to say, I hope you don't mind Seattle, but they're in trucks or driving around. They're probably pretty much not going to be in the town they're based in. So there we go. Another driver in the fleet. Speaking of, we can kind of look, because I kind of forgot. Driver manager. How many drivers we got now? We are up to 40 drivers. 40. And I originally said probably have about 20 when I started this series years ago. But yeah, we're up to 40. Anywho, back to the task at hand. And I guess we'll go out the same way we came in. Make sure we can get around everyone here. What is this haul going to do for me? It's going to pay us $2,328 in cash, which is not bad. And I got 2 hours and 20 minutes in real time to complete it. Whoop. Almost didn't see. I was expecting no traffic on this road. Oh, yeah, so by the way, where exactly are we? I kind of forgot. Oh, we're in Wichita. We're in Wichita, Kansas. I knew it was in Kansas, but not where. So Wichita through Tulsa, kind of through Springfield and Little Rock. Tulsa, Springfield, Little Rock. All right. And the reason why I try to remember those is only because when you're driving on the highway, it would be good to know what city he's looking for. Was I really not close enough to get to that, I'm going to guess recruitment agency that might be back there. See a question mark. Probably a recruitment agency. So that does leave us with $31,000. Now, the next time it comes to buy a truck, when we get enough money, it's going to be my truck that I'm going to be driving. I'm going to swap this out. Now, I'm not trading this truck in. It'll be the 5th truck for the Seattle garage. We'll drive whatever truck it is that we get. I am kind of thinking a Volvo. I haven't driven a Volvo in a while, I feel like. You gonna stay over there? I think they're staying over there. Need to drive just a little bit cautiously because of the wet roads. Oh, wait, am I getting on over? Yes, we're moving on over. That looked kind of like a dangerous cross section I just had to do there. Oh, what the heck did I just hit? Wait. What? Hang on, park and brake. What was that? What did I just hit? I have no idea what that was. But man, that hurt. Did I take any damage on the truck? Looks like I did. Nothing on the cargo. Well, I mean, alright. I don't know what the heck that was all about. Don't like that at all. Now, sometimes I have seen, but it's been a while since I've actually seen it, AI traffic spawns in and out sometimes. Did I just spawn on top of another vehicle? Or did I drive over where a vehicle is being spawned in? But if I hit another vehicle, you would think I would have gotten a violation and paid for a traffic accident. But I did not. So I'm not sure what that was all about. Well, that was interesting. It's been a good start to the episode for sure. We got to buy ourselves a truck. And whatever just happened there. Hopefully I can remember when I go to edit it just to check it out. Sometimes I always say, I'll check it out when I edit it, but I'm usually in a hurry after I get done recording. I just want to edit the video and upload it. So I may have to look back at that, but that was kind of interesting. Would like to blame that on the rain, but I have no idea what happened there. But yes, how many miles I got to go? 439. Looking at the fuel, yeah, I don't think I may have enough fuel, but it's also questionable. So, yeah, we're going to have to look for a fuel station along the way. All right, everyone's slowing down here. 20 miles an hour. Easy pass. Just give me the ticket. Not blaming the AI traffic here. That's just the speed limit through the tolls. I mean, I guess whatever happened back there could have been a lot worse. I don't know how much damage was on my truck beforehand. Now we're back on the I-35. Yeah, I was originally looking for a load going to Texas. I felt like when I started up today, logging in, I was like, I feel like going to Texas. But then it was either Texas, the trips to Texas were either too far to get done in one day. And with external contracts, yeah, I kind of got to get it done as I record the episode. And I was like, well, Arkansas is not too far out of the way, so yeah, we'll go to Arkansas. That's the toll being paid. Yeah, also, as I'm recording this, we are just shy of 2 million miles left for the Cruising Iowa event, which we got about 2 weeks left to do. And the way the people have been knocking out the miles in the past week should not be a problem. And with the weekend being here, I'm recording this on Friday, so by the time you see this, might be done. Hey, we got ourselves the green light, so we don't have to stop. Unless you guys got a fuel... Nope, that's not one of those kind of way stations. Sometimes way stations will be in... hello, Oklahoma. Sometimes way stations will be where there is a rest area and a fuel stop. Although I am seeing a fuel area on the GPS not far up ahead. Watch for wildlife. Imagine if they brought wildlife into driving in ATS and Euro Truck. Alright, we got a pull off here where we can go stop and get some fuel. We're going to do that. Yeah, I'm not really, at the end of the day, I kind of used to go to a rest area. It used to be at a fuel stop or whatever. And then I would rest the night. And, well, I'd fuel up first. And then I'd rest the night and then get ready on the next episode. Now I just use a dev command and fast forward time to 6 a.m. the next morning. And go from there. So I'm not usually just heading to a stop area at the end of every episode anymore. Alright, so plenty of fuel pumps. This is a Flying J. And yeah, I still have the realistic fuel prices mod turned off just because the problem that it caused every time a state, well, I shouldn't say every time, but when most states come out, it could mess up with the speed limits for some odd reason. So, since it didn't really add that much to the series, it was only interesting when we fueled up to know how much fuel was going for in certain areas. So, yeah, I still have that mod turned off. So, I don't know if it's a standard price in-game, the prices of fuel. I have no idea. But we paid $3.14 for per gallon. Let's get out of here. We need to get back on the road. Try to be nice and quiet for the other truckers parked here. They're probably sleeping in their cabs. Also, one thing I just did see, and I almost forgot about it, but patch 1.56, I think it is now in open beta. So if you'd like to test out the new parts of the game, go ahead and give it a try. But if you use a decent amount of mods, just be aware that they may not work if you try the open beta. And reading the open beta, I didn't see nothing that stood out of like, ooh, I can't wait for that kind of a thing for myself. But of course, they are adding some things, some features. But again, nothing that jumped out at me that was rather interesting as far as I was concerned. I hope it fixes the bump I went over just a little while ago. Oop. Everyone here is slowing down. Have I hit 20,000 miles in this truck? I have hit 20,000 miles on this truck. Round and round we go. Yeah, I may have to. I think I said this before, but maybe I should check out my truck at the end of the day and see if anything needs to be fixed. Because it's been a while since I've done a repair, any kind of service on it. But seeing that I'm only at 6% damage, it's not that bad, really. Although I think that's all had a rework done in a long time where we actually got to repair parts or whatnot. Also, I still haven't figured out the last few times I played ATS. One time I thought the truck felt sluggish, and then also the last two times I've had an issue with the cruise control acting kind of funny. I played Farm Sim and I have not found any issues at all playing Farm Sim with the wheel. I thought maybe it was the wheel for a bit. But that does not seem to be the case. We'll see today with the cruise control being on. We'll see if it automatically comes off on its own as we go. Let's see, I just did it there just to test something. Okay. So yeah, that button is part of it. So yeah, I pretty much do only external contracts now. I would like to get the achievement on my profile, the World of Trucks profile that you can sign up for. I mean, I'm more than halfway there, but there is one achievement called To the Moon. Oh, speed limit's 55. I better slow down. Don't want to get a ticket. Ooh, it actually slows down to 45. Because there's a cop there. I don't know if that's a cop that can give me a ticket or not. That's a toll payment, not a ticket. But yeah, there's an achievement on the World of Trucks profile where it's called driving. I think it's just called To the Moon. So basically, you have done enough external contracts where you would have driven the distance to the moon. I'm more than halfway there. Now it's been when I first basically was driving, I wasn't doing a whole lot of external contracts, but for the past year or so, with all the cruising events going on, being external contracts, and I got closer and closer to the halfway point. It's like, you know what? Maybe I should go for it. And now I'm going for it. And that there was our loan payment of $6,012, which means, yeah, we're still... I still think we're about 30 episodes away before... At least 30 episodes away before one of our loans gets paid off. I think. I really don't know. I'm avoid looking at the loan payments because I want it to be kind of a surprise when it finally gets there, to where it's like, oh, my loan payment's not $6,012 anymore. Someday we'll get there. Now, when I do recorded episodes like this, I'm usually just playing the one day. But I have done some live streams in the series, and that sometimes can be 3 or 4 days worth. And also it gets a little messy for the Christmas events that go on. Those episodes I recorded could be a couple days long as well. So it's, yeah, we're on episode like what, 307, 308-ish? Actually, I'm going this way. And I think the loans you take out are for a year. Now, obviously, I didn't take out a loan in the first day when I was driving for the company, so it may have been around day 15 or 16. Maybe, you know, not that far. So, if a loan's a year, that'd be 365 episodes, 1 day per episode. Yeah. Everyone can kind of do that math, I hope. So, I'm guessing around episode 350, by then, we should, one of our loans should be paid off. And really, it wasn't that far in between. I got 4 loans in total. But I haven't taken one out in a very long time. Now, let me get back over to this lane here. Now, of course, I could probably eliminate out of the 4 loans. I probably don't have much left on the first 2 that I took out. Instead of buying that truck today, I probably could have gone to the bank and got rid of both of those loans. But you know what, getting another trucker on the road is fun too. And now that I kind of got the goal set up to have one garage in every state, yeah, I need to get a move on because I'm behind a little bit on the states. So, yeah, we need to get a move on. Looks like it's getting ready to rain again. It's getting kind of the sky looks a little gray above us. Was not expecting the car to turn there. I guess I'm not on an interstate per se because should have been an off ramp. Speed limit is 70 on this road. Speed limit 70 on this road, and they had a regular intersection where cars would just turn right without a turning lane. That dude is hauling prefab walls. I'm trying to think if I've ever taken prefab walls myself, and I'm not sure if I have. And it does feel kind of odd that being on external contracts, I'm actually passing traffic. Boy, it's been a long time since I've been in this area because I do not recognize this at all. I'm trying to check the GPS to see if I've been on this road before. Speed limit 60. Guess I'll have to tone it down myself. Oop, down to 45. I don't know why it just came to me. Oh yeah, I don't think I've been on this road because you can see, if I've taken this road I've been on now, you can see now the other side's turning yellow, which means I have not been down this road before. But for some reason, it just came to me because I was coming to a town. It's like, because I do like looking around, looking to see what businesses they have here. And since we got real companies, I was wondering, I wonder if they got Cracker Barrel in the game. Now, if you know why I'm laughing, you know why I'm laughing. Because they just recently changed their logo for about a week, and I think they're changing it back. Hello, Arkansas. How you doing? So we're already in Arkansas, are we? I guess, now I feel a little bit better because I said, boy, this road does not look familiar, but yeah, it appears I have not been on this road before. Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, I don't think Cracker Barrel's in the game, but that would be kind of interesting. I don't think they would have changed the logo in the game fast enough. And at that point, if it was in the game and someone was changing it, and now the company changed the logo back to what it was, the modder of the game would have been upset putting that work in to get the logo in the game, just to have all that work go to naught. Well, it looks like this rest area that we're coming, rest area or fuel station. I have been there. We can see the GPS. Some of those roads are yellow. Wasn't really paying attention. I was just focused on the very car in front of me. I wasn't looking at the whole line of traffic stopped at the stoplight. Well, there's a KFC. Shouldn't be blocking the entryway to KFC, but I am. I don't want to turn at this intersection. I want to turn at the next one. Yeah, I am thinking I get myself a Volvo. I just don't remember the last time I'd driven one. I do know the only one I can remember driving is that would have been the first truck we bought. Well, actually, I drove it for a couple of times before I gave it to, I don't remember my first employee's name. I want to say it was a woman that I hired as my first employee. Alright, getting on 49 southbound. Yeah, so for a truck for me, I probably want like 200 grand because I'm going to go, I want to say extreme on it, but yeah, maybe I'll have to see how much the trucks go for. Wow, we're only 160 miles out. Seems like, it's funny how sometimes the miles go. don't they? You see a trip, it's like, oh, you kind of know if it says like 500 miles, or maybe for you like 700 kilometers, depending on what you got your settings on. You kind of know roughly how long the trip is going to be in real time, and then sometimes that trip is a lot shorter than what you thought it would be, time-wise, and other times it's longer. Yeah, it definitely does matter if you're driving on a lot of interstate, or you're driving through cities, getting stuck at stoplights, that kind of stuff. Just like in real life. We're going to another airport? Seems like I'm doing nothing but airports lately. I did not realize I was going to an airport. The Clinton National Airport. Well, I guess it makes sense. Clinton is from Little Rock. Well, I'm not sure if he's exactly from Little Rock, but I know he's from Arkansas. Going through a tunnel, gotta honk the horn for good luck. Something you probably shouldn't do in real life. Honking your horn inside of a tunnel, because it would freak a lot of people out. Let's see, we are going to the left. Now, does one lane go to the right, one lane go to the left, or do we get, like, multiple options? What's the deal here? Well, I guess the deal is 2 lanes go to the right, only 1 goes to the left. Always a little bit tricky when I go take a thumbnail and I'm on a corner, because obviously you got to exit the game to go to photo mode. And when you come back in, of course using a steering wheel, you better make sure the steering wheel's kind of on the same curve that you were on, or else you may end up into a guardrail. But it all worked out. It's not like what happened at the beginning of the episode where, again, I got to double check when I edit the video what the heck I ran into. I think that's happened to me a couple times where I'm just driving along and boom, something happens. I haven't run into an invisible wall in a long time. I think the last time I run into an invisible wall was... That goes way back before Wyoming was not part of the map, other than on the coast to coast. And I was going from Colorado into Wyoming on the I-25 northbound. And I was in the fast lane, and I hit an invisible wall. The slow lane was fine, but the fast lane, left lane, there was an invisible wall there. I reported it. I don't know if I was the first one to report it, but that got fixed. And yeah, it's the last time I run into an invisible wall. Martin P. bringing in $2,000. Yeah, I felt pretty good about getting ourselves a driver. What was her name? Emily something? Emily S. Getting a driver with 2 points on long distance hauling. So that gives her more options and more areas to cover to find loads to go back and forth. So it looks like our day will be ending somewhere around 3:30. Yeah, the way the company is doing here, don't need to be driving the full 11 hours. Some days we will drive a little more than that, but I'm at the point now, it's just we find a decent trip, go somewhere, and just call it a day. I don't need to max out my clock anymore. But then again, there'll be some days I'll have to forge the books. Well, that's Cindy's job. She will forge the books if I drive over the 11 hours. I usually don't do that now unless I'm live streaming and we're doing the cruising events for whichever state just came out. Well, our exit... Oh, pardon me, car. Apologize. I was not watching where I was really driving. But our exit should be coming up pretty darn soon, seeing we're only 26 miles out. That's right. We are going to the airport. Just keep an eye on where it says to the airport. Although the road signs may not say the Clinton International Airport. Is it international or just regional? What did it say? Clinton National. Okay. Well, there's a photo opportunity up ahead, but looks like I've already taken it because it's in yellow or gold. I'm guessing it's downtown Little Rock. And yep, next exit is mine, so let's scooch on over. Oh, we got a green light. Just love when you see some cars get off the interstate. They do kind of like the U-turn and they go right back on. Well, heading back the other way, of course. Oop, only 30 miles an hour through town. Do like it when I get comments of, like when I drive through like Little Rock right here, people will leave a comment saying, "Oh, I'm from Little Rock, looks just like it." Yeah, SES does put a lot of effort into sending crews out to the areas and taking photos and then recreating those scenes in the game itself. I guess this is a one-lane road, not a two-lane. And currently the only the states that have been released by SES, the only states I'm really familiar with, well, not so much anymore, is Colorado, Wyoming. It's about the only states I'm really familiarized with, and parts of Nebraska, I remember. Yeah, but it looks just like it. By the time to get to my state, although I don't think there's going to be many roads in my state because I'm in one of the smallest states in the U.S. Not going to have a whole lot to it, I'm sure. Does make me wonder, where are these cars going because I'm bringing them to the airport? And why does that have to be on the back side of the airport? Not seeing any planes taking off either right now. Although there's a big plane on the runway. I feel like I've been down here before. Or there's another airport where I've driven under the tarmac. Just dive in here. Oh, there's my drop-off point right there. Alright, let's go ahead and we will whip this thing around. Yeah, very interesting. Why am I backing up cars to... I think someone mentioned it last time I delivered was in that airport, where I delivered the tanker to it, Aromatics. Why I back up a tanker to a pallet unloading area? Well, kind of got the same situation here. We are actually going to be fine backing in, but I want to square it up just a little bit more than that. Park and brake, engine, decouple. So we're going to be at $50,000 tender day, which is not bad considering we dropped down to what, $31,000 when I bought the truck. Not too bad here. Let's just see, driver manager. Is she on the road yet? I don't know how fast drivers get on the road. Show log. And yeah, not on the road yet. So Emily S. is our new driver. Yeah, I do feel like a Volvo services truck dealers. If I select... Volvo, just say buy online. I'm guessing, I think I must have drove the 860. Because it does not look like I was a 740 I drove. The only way I would know is if I put that on there. Yes, we'll just customize that. Did I drive the 860? I'm not sure because it was the first truck I bought, so probably didn't have a whole lot of options on it. Whoops. The 860 customize. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw. Looks like it's already got mostly everything on it. Okay, so the 656. It's not usually done by horsepower. Because there's a 455 between some 500s. I'm not too sure why. 13-speed retarder. Oh yeah, we're up to that 200,000. That's before I do any modifications on it. Yeah, I don't think I've driven this model. See, I'm gonna need 200 grand already for that. So that's before I even get to some things. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and see. Oh, frost green. Yeah, I don't think I've driven this model. The paint scheme that we just got for Iowa. Available from Drivers Academy. Ballad of Dreams? Have no idea what that's from. 33,000. I can't afford these kind of paint jobs. I don't remember which paint job we just got. But you can see we definitely got a lot of them that we have earned. But yeah, I think the Volvo is going to be the truck I drive next. If we actually just look in cab real quick. In cabs and kind of see what we got for options here. We don't have any options on the interior. No exclusives or anything. It's just that. Well, as long as we got a place for Cindy, that's what most people would want. I've driven a couple times with mods or trucks that just have come out, and the first thing people ask is, "Where's Cindy?" She's not here. But anyways, yes, we made it to Little Rock, Arkansas today, delivering some trucks. We got ourselves our 40th driver in the fleet. That's including myself. And yeah, next truck we buy, which I need another 150,000 for that. It seems like it's going to be a Volvo. That's why I feel like we're going to be getting Cindy. She doesn't care. As long as her seat's comfortable, that's all she cares. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for today. If you made this part of the video, want to help me out a little bit more, thumbs up button. You know where that is. Thumbs down button. It's down there too if you want to. And if you're new here and like this kind of content, you might want to think about that subscribe notification bell. But that's going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with realistic economy. But until then, have a good one.